It's Irish Music Month, and in association with the BAI and Hot Press magazine, we invited singer-songwriters to send in their songs to us here at Highland Radio. And the judging panel then had to pick four songs, four artists, or original songs it had to be, and they will now sort of basically fight it out for a place to represent Highland Radio and the All Ireland against 25 other independent radio stations, and it's a great prize. It's 10,000. What is it, Jimmy? 10,000 euros.
5,000 in cash, and then 5,000 in recording
musical equipment,
and a single Ruby Works, plus the exposure, about 700 airplays as well.
So the song's going to get that, and we had four artists who were picked here, and I'll tell you what, now between all the judges, everyone said the exact same thing. The standard was just unbelievable, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was about 90. One of them sitting here in front of us.
Aye, George. And I'll tell you what, your song was something else now, because I wanted to go for you, and the rest of them says no. But no. But we had four winners, Jimmy, and respectfully, Oisin Knee in Arcade, and Charles James and the Rise and their song Elephants, Midnight Preachers, Mirrors, and Boy M5 and Mountains.
Yeah. So
the next stage, Jimmy, is what? What happens next now?
What happens this day week? Monday, the first act will perform live with Greg. So they come on, they perform two songs and they chat, and then Tuesday, second song, Wednesday, Thursday, four. So one act each day. Next week, starting this day week.
Okay.
And then there'll be a process around agreeing. They're going to come out this week with the voting system. So we have two external judges. We've Tanya McCole and Conor Malone from the Ballor. So Tanya, singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
And Tanya. And then we have five internal judges as well.
Yep.
And then there'll be public voting in terms of Instagram, Facebook and all. So the Highland social team are working on that this week. Yeah. So then that'll be the following. So nothing will happen till the last act performs on the Thursday to give each act equal time.
Okay.
So then on the socials, probably that weekend. And the following Tuesday, the winner will be announced. And that winner will then go forward. That's, I think, the 13th, Paul, roughly, just before Paddy's Day, on the 17th. And that'll go forward as the representative for Northwest for the national competition in all 26 independent radio stations. And so fingers crossed, with four good acts,
Excellent.
Like, as you said, Paul, I mean, George is sitting here in front of us, and we'd owned very earlier on. I mean, every song was amazing,
Yeah.
It's very hard to, but there was 6 judges overall, and there was a lot of meetings held in terms of each judge had to listen to each song and kind of go down. So look, it was, but look, we said it the other day, the talent is just incredible.
Oh, God, Jimmy, it was, it really, really was. And this is our second time to hold this it's the second time the competition's been running.
Yeah.
And I think this year was just, oh my God, it was so much better than the last time. And that, I don't mean that disrespectfully.
Absolutely,
I mean,
yeah.
The music was just, it was a difficult decision now to make. It was really
look, it's great competition. It's great. I mean, each act also gets €875
right.
each of the four.
Each of the four, yeah.
And just see, like, and look, George is going to chat in a minute about his. Look, it's lovely. We've seen George the last few years. He's now doing his own little mini tour. It's like he's like Lewis Capaldi the way he's building up his.
Right.
So that's it's lovely to see that progression. I see Charles James and the Rise are doing their first gig on Friday night in Moville. And so that's great too, and you can see all these acts, and the Midnight Preachers are in America next week, and they're coming back in, and I think Boy M5 is in the UK and coming back as well. So look, it's just great to see, and they're all Northwest, Donegal, Derry, that whole catchment area in Inishone, it's
brilliant, Jimmy. It's really great, and we love supporting that music, and long may it continue, and keep the music coming. And as I say, if you didn't get through this time, don't be disappointed in the least bit, because it's nothing to do with the quality of the music, because it was just something else.
There's the envelopes, wasn't it?
Well, some of the envelopes were a bit lighter than the others, but the four finalists, coincidentally, they had big heavy envelopes for some strange reason. But I mean,
you didn't get that memo, George, no?
No, you obviously didn't.
About the envelopes, no? I don't know. You missed that one. Yeah, we'll talk off here.
It was a lot to do with envelopes.
It's a joke, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus, that's a joke. We are only joking.
I'm just slow.
You're okay. But anyway, Jimmy, thanks for that. So we can look forward to that. It's great, and there's a great buzz about the place here at Highland Radio, about the songs and about the artists, and we do wish them well. And as I say, next week is all to play for. So stay tuned to Niall the Noon Show with Greg Hughes, and you will hear it all then. Thank you very much indeed, Jimmy. Back behind there now.
Yeah.
Okay, and we welcome George Houston. Good to see you again, George.
Good to see you too. How are you?
I'm very, very well. You've been busy,
Aye, definitely.
and you're getting busier and busier again. You have got the Undesired tour.
I do, yes.
Where did that title come out of? How did that come about?
Well, it's just kind of from the name of the album I put out last November, and I thought it was a bit funny, the idea of an undesired tour. But hopefully it won't be.
Well, no. You're playing all over the place. You're playing the RCC here in Letterkenny on March the 30th.
Yep.
You play Belfast on April the 2nd in the Black Box, which is have you played there before?
Aye, a few times. It's lovely.
It's amazing. It actually is.
Class venue.
And you're playing in Sandino's, where me and Jimmy were on Tuesday night. All right. And you're playing there on the 6th of April, and then in Williams in Dublin on the 8th of April.
Yep.
And you've got a full band with support from Romy.
Aye.
And who's Romy?
Romy is a duo from Germany, and they come to Donegal, and they have been doing collaborations with loads of Donegal artists. And I asked Valerie Bryce. She used to organise the cottage open mic nights.
Oh yes,
open mouth.
Yes.
And I was asking her who she thought I could get for support, and she suggested them because they're just they get on so well with the local community, and everyone seems to love them. And I've been listening to their music ever since she suggested them, and they have a lovely staves kind of first aid kit harmony about them. And
excellent. Do you know what? I'll make a point. The name rings a bell, but I don't see. Wild forgetfulness last way, but I'll check them out. I'll write it in the back of my hand.
Worth looking up.
Well, there we are, Romy in the back of my hand. So anyway, we're going to go into music and then we'll chat more. So the first song, George.
We'll start out with a song called New Friends.
Yeah.
It's about old friends, coincidentally.
Excellent. When you're ready.
Okay, they're busy again. Don't go crying or hating. You knew they'd be late for you, so don't act surprised when you're waiting. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Don't need a fix or a mend. So don't expect to get what you give. Give up and make some new friends. Or give up. Give up and make some new friends. Give up. Give in. Give up and make some new friends. I don't expect to get what I give. Give up and make some new friends. You push it back again. You can say what to do and where to go. God, I wanna be a friend, but you know it takes two to tango. Maybe I'm too pushy. Maybe I'm juvenile. Maybe these unanswered questions won't be worth my while. Cause you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Don't need a fix or a mend. So don't expect to get what you give. Give up and make some new friends. I give up. Give up and make some new friends. Give up, give in. Give up and make some new friends. I don't expect to get what I give. Give up and make some new friends. Give up. Don't expect to get what I give. Give up. Give in. I don't expect to get what I give. Give up. Give in. I don't expect to get what I give. Give up. I'll give in. I don't expect to get what I give. Give up and make some new. I'll make some new. I'll make some new. I'll make some new friends. New friends. I don't expect to get what I give. Give up and make some new friends.
You. Very good. Brilliant, George. George, the band, the full band with you. How many's in the full band?
There's 5 in the band, including myself. If you know Tramp,
Of course.
yeah, they're doing great.
Trying to get them up here and trying to get them up. And trying to get them up.
They're fantastic. I have the drummer from Tramp, Steamy McKay. He lives in Burt as well.
Okay.
So it's very handy for practicing.
Aye.
And I have Malcolm Boyd, bassist, that has been in loads of bands, including Happy Out. I have Rachel Craig, a singer-songwriter that lives in Derry, and she's gorgeous voice and for harmonies and guitar. And we're working on synths as well. But yeah, it's class having a full big band sound.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's a whole different experience.
Well done.
Yeah.
Was that difficult putting a band together? Or how did you know what you wanted?
It would have been difficult maybe a couple of years ago starting out because it was just all acoustic sets. And I didn't really know anyone in the scene.
Yeah.
But like over time, when you go to different gigs, you meet people and you grow connections with people. So it was, well,
You think their sound, you go, I think their sound would work with me. Is that the way it goes? Yeah.
or
Very good.
you'd hear them playing like, oh, that's exciting, and you want a bit of that action.
Excellent. George, it's brilliant this tour. I'm really delighted for you, and
Thank you.
It's about time. You know, and I think it's going to be the first of many. Tickets, George, if people want tickets for any of these 4 gigs that we're mentioning here, where can they get them?
Well, there's an album launch at the start at the Regional Cultural Centre here in Letterkenny. If you can join, there's tickets available on the RCC website, and there's tickets on the Black Box website and Whelan's as well. And if you want to get any of these links to the websites, it can just be found on my Instagram or my Facebook or Twitter or any of them things.
Brilliant, George. You're starting to get up there now with the big league, I think. You're getting,
I don't
no. How many songs would you have, George, in your set?
It's over an hour long, all original, and then one cover just for fun.
Just for fun. Brilliant. It's great that you can, you know, would you thought that a couple of years ago when you're starting off, you know, you'd be sitting with a 5-piece band backing you and you putting out an hour of your own songs? Did you ever think that? But was it the goal, was it?
Yeah, it would have been what I like. The performance is definitely my favourite side of things. I love interacting with an audience and getting them to sing along, and like it's not. Well, obviously, it's not just fun for me; it's fun for the audience, and it's nice to have that,
of course,
relationship with them. I suppose.
But it's equally important as between the songs that you interact with them and keep.
Yeah, it's nice. Good vibes.
It's good stuff. Well, listen, I think it's going to be brilliant for you. Really,
Fingers
you never know. We
crossed.
could pop down to Sandino's. That could be a good one for us there, or the RCC. And we look forward to that, the Undesired tour. Any plans for recording? Will you have an album launch?
Well, that's the album launch from the album I put out last year. But yeah, always stuff in the pipeline.
Have you? Good man.
Probably too much stuff. I need to take a breather.
I know you're just resting your nose. Keep going.
Okay.
We're going to get another track. We're going to take an ad break here, but next song you're coming back with, George.
I Hate Love.
Brilliant. On the way after this break, don't go away.
Broadcasting throughout the Northwest and across the world online. This is Highland Radio.
Togu do Station, Highland Radio.
TFI Local Link operate over 1,300 door-to-door bus services nationwide. If you live on or near one of the routes, just pre-book the day before you travel. Simple. Then off you pop from your front door, off to the shops, off to training, or even off to the chipper. And fares now cost 20% less. Find the door-to-door bus routes in your area on transportforireland.ie. If you're on our route, we're on our way. TFI Local Link is part of the Transport for Ireland network.
Letterkenny Musical Society is back with a spectacular production of the multi-award-winning Kinky Boots, featuring a joyous musical score by pop icon Cyndi Lauper. Kinky Boots, an hilarious, uplifting story which will remain with you for a long time. Kinky Boots on Green and Theatre, 7th to the 11th of March.
Discover your dream Donegal wedding by choosing Jackson's or Villa Rose Hotel for your wedding day, exuding elegance, quality, and a wealth of experience in executing the perfect wedding reception. Jackson's or Villa Rose is the venue for you. Get in touch to arrange a private wedding viewing appointment with a member of our dedicated wedding team today. Visit villarose.ie or jacksonshotel.ie for more information, or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Broadcasting throughout the Northwest and across the world online. This is Highland Radio with Paul McDevitt.
Yeah, you're welcome back. George Houston in studio with us here. And Osh the Bosch was on. He said, "Go on, George, big things coming."
We were in the same class at school.
Were you?
Aye,
DJ Supremo.
definitely.
He is the man, hey.
Doing
Fair play.
fantastic.
Good man, Osh.
Yep, thank you.
Yes, he's doing the business is right, and we enjoy the crack with Oisin. Right, so this next song, once again, is
I Hate Love.
I Hate Love. When you're ready.
I hate love, it makes me cry, it makes me want to die, it makes me scream and wonder why I could love somebody like you. Love, hate, it makes me sick, at least I know now that you're before our love gave me the ick. 'Cause you made me love to hate. You made me love to hate. You backhand your compliments. My crooked nose, it just makes sense. Sits on my face, I feel like a prince. Well, I'll hand back your compliments. I don't need this, I don't need your friends, I don't need your love, I need this to end. 'Cause you made me love to hate. You made me love to hate. You love hate, it makes you feel better. At least you two look good together. Picks you up when you're under the weather. Yeah, you love hate, it makes me sick. At least I know now that you're before our love gave me the ick. Well, I hate love, it makes me cry, it makes me really wanna die, it makes me scream and wonder why I could love somebody like you. You made me love to hate. You made me love to hate. You made me love to hate. Well, I hate love, it makes me cry, it makes me want to die, it makes me scream and wonder why I could love somebody like you.
Yes, well done, George. And I Hate Love. Classy title. Gets them going. Is there plans to take this tour a wee bit further, George, if the opportunity arises?
In what way?
You know, go further away with it.
Oh, yeah.
Cover the country or whatever. I know you're covering the right wee bit there. You're down in Dublin, like, and stuff,
Yeah.
but
I would be glad. Maybe some plans in the pipeworks to go to England and play a couple of shows, but nothing finalised as of
Okay.
yet. But yeah, definitely not with this tour, but the plan is obvious.
There's no
just,
reason. There's no reason why I don't think your music can be, can be heard over, say, the likes mainland UK and stuff, and further afield, because it's as good as anybody else's, if not that bit better, because of the fact that we're probably biased because we know you for a long time. But
no harm going further out.
absolutely, and get it heard. Once again, have you a backlog of songs lying about too that you haven't touched?
Oh, aye. Honestly, there's probably album number 3 and album number 4 is already written. But
excellent.
I don't like to just say, oh yeah, that's going to be an album, because it's always better to maybe set half of the album aside, and then because I'll still be writing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's good to have music that you just wrote and is fresh in your head and you're more passionate about because it's recent. So it's good to have that mix of old songs and then fresh songs that you're more passionate about in the albums.
Where did the songwriting come from? You know, what spurred it on for you to think I can write this song? Did you just have a go at it, or did you go to any workshops or anything? Or?
And I always wrote poetry, and I always played music, and I think
Combined the two.
at one stage they kind of met in the middle, and that makes sense, or it felt natural, I suppose.
I suppose songwriting, it's a poetry element in it, isn't it? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do you still just touch the poetry at all? No.
Oh yeah, loads of times. And some songs, I write little poems along with the songs, and like little spoken word parts. I could do a spoken word part at the end of the next song. It's Misty Eyes. Always had a little poem at the end of it, but I didn't record it in the official draft because I don't like the sound of my voice talking, and I took it out.
So what made you think then you can add it on? Did you get more confidence in yourself, or were you more confident in your own music? Your own
I suppose
ability?
I don't mind doing it live, but when it's recorded and I have to listen back, I cringe when I hear my own voice.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Demi. So that's brilliant. George Houston's with us here, and he's kicking off the On Desire tour, as we said, on the 30th of March. And it's in the RCC here in Letterkenny. And on the April the 2nd, which is a Sunday night, if my memory serves me right.
It is, yeah.
Yep, up in the Black Box in Belfast. And if you've ever been there, it's a real cracking, intimate venue. And then on the 6th of April, he plays in Sandino's in Derry, and on the 8th in Whelan's in Dublin. Have you played Whelan's before?
I've supported for Laddie Da, a band that's based kind of around Dublin, and I did Whelan's One to Watch this January. Got invited up to that. So yeah, a couple of times. It's a really good atmosphere. Everyone there's really friendly, and
been a long time since I've been in it, but I have been in it. And what's that One to Watch? What's that?
it's just kind of their
Up and coming.
Yeah, up and coming. Their kind of list of ones to watch. I suppose is what it says on the tin.
Exactly. Well done on that. How'd you
Thank
find
you.
that?
It was lovely. I was kind of a bit apprehensive about whether or not anyone was going to be showing up, but then the room packed quick, and they all were singing along in the end. It was lovely.
Excellent. And that's great to see people singing back with you. Right, George. Well, listen, as always, we delight in having you up here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, as I say to you many a time, the door's open here. Anything's happening, let us know. The Undesired Tour tickets are available online from some of the venues, and you can also check out George on Instagram, Facebook, and whatever else is out there.
Perfect.
And you'll get tickets for it. But if you want to hear good, local, well-written and well-sung and delivered songs, this is the man, George Houston. What are you under, and is it George Houston Music?
George Houston, you should be able to find it, or George Houston Arts, either or.
So this final song with a bit of spoken word at the end.
Aye.
This is called
Misty Eyes.
Right. We'd love to hear Misty Eyes.
Perfect. Okey-doke.
Look at me in the eye. Alone again, I can see them one more time. Always near, never touch. Touch the hair on the head I love so much. Behind your ear, to your shoulder, down your neck, I wanna hold you. Still you're near me, but you don't hear me scream out your name. And I know that I could hold you how I'd hold you. but I'm scared to lose the things that we have. When I ask you how you feel about what I told you, I'll blame it on the drinks that we had. Misty eyes, misty eyes, misty eyes, misty eyes. Look at me, misty eyes. Alone again, I can breathe them one more time. Always near, never touch. Touch the lips from the smile I love so much. Ear to ear from your laughter. I never know what you're after. Still you're near me. You don't hear me scream out your name. Misty eyes, misty eyes, misty eyes. And I know that I could hold you how I'd hold you, but I'm scared to lose the things that we have. When I ask you how you feel about what I told you, well, I'll blame it on the drinks that we had. Misty eyes, misty eyes, misty eyes, misty eyes. Those portal windows to the soul, whose mist and fog push up the pain. In secret hides the truths you hold. Through one-way glass she reaches out to pull you in. The air is matte and ice is thin. As spindles I'm suspended by. I'm on the outside looking in. The cold soul's windows, misty eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
George, that actually worked on beautifully at the end of that.
Thank you.
Really, really classy. Well done.
Thank you.
You deserve everything that's coming your way because you have a unique talent, and we've always said it here. We've enjoyed your company always. And
Thank you.
as I say, check out for full details of the Undesired tour, which will be playing Derry, Donegal, beg your pardon, RCC, March the 30th, and the Black Box in Belfast, April the 2nd, Sandino's April the 6th, and Whelan's on April the 8th. And tickets are available from the various venues, and you can get them on George's social media. He'll be playing with the full band with support from German duo, am I right in saying? Romy.
Yep.
So, George, the best of luck with that. Thank
you very much.
indeed. And